Now we are going to assemble the wings for our trainer all-rounder. So there's a left wing and a right wing. How do you identify? Of course, there's a R written here for right and left, but also you can note that there's a cut on this side, a diagonal cut, which is the root side. So here's our airfoil wing section, the right wing section. And the left wing section. So the cut I was mentioning was on the root sides. So this is the diagonal cut here, which will be so the wing will be assembled like this. And the idea is that we will first laminate the wing, and then we will glue in these dihedral braces, one on the top, one on the bottom, and one on the edge. And the spars given will go through these spar holes and glued in using the epoxy glue. So let's start by laminating, and what we will do is that we will use our wing bases to keep the wing flat, and that will avoid that will ensure that there is no warping on the wings as we build it. So we'll start with the right wing first, and I need the right wing base. So that is the right wing base. So we'll use the right wing base here. Okay, and we will cut the wing base here in two parts. Knife. So we will cut the wing base first. Hold in place. So we are cutting the wing base in a top and a bottom part. Be careful. Okay, the wing base will now be cut again. Someone hold. So this is the right wing bottom, and this is the right wing top. The first thing before we mess up is that we will write very clearly that this is right bottom and this is right top. So we need to label it like this, and this is our wing here, and right bottom goes in like this. So we will laminate by putting it on this wing base here on the bottom part, so that the wing is not warped. If you put it on table, then there's a chance that you can warp this out. So before we laminate, we need to use the supplied sandpaper to gently clean the dust off. So sanding again should be done very smoothly. Just clean the hot wire surface. We have sanded our wing, very gently, carefully using on the wing bases. After sanding, clear of any dust using a cloth or your hands, and make sure when you sand you put the wings on the bed, on their respective beds before sanding. So now we have the wing fully sanded, and we are going to laminate it using the lamination sheets. So we are providing 2 lamination sheets, the one for each wing. The idea is that we will start laminating from the trailing edge of the top, and we will go to the front edge and wrap it, go to the bottom side, and then later on trim it all out. So let's start laminating. So carefully, you might need you might need more hands. Hold this. You may need more hands to glue this, to do this properly. So get help from a friend or anybody around you. So okay, now okay, so now we are going to, we'll put in some extra over the trailing edge. इधर से भी बराबर से खींचो. हाँ बस just okay, just keep a pull on the side. Hold it on top and straighten it. 1 second. Try to keep it up. Try to stretch it, and so that there are as little wrinkles as possible. Press in place firmly. The wing bed will make sure that your wing is not warped, which is very necessary. So go till the front edge, and then you lift the wing, and we will change the bed to the top bed and clean the surface for 1 second. Clean the surface. Keep a pull. Take out everything. Wait. Hold the wing. तुम पकड़ो ये, मैं दबाऊंगा. And tighten it. ये वाला पकड़ो पीछे से. Keep a pull on it and हाथ हटाना उसको. खींचो और दबाओ. Okay, make sure as little wrinkles as possible, and once this is glued in, use a knife to cut off all the excess edges. Now we have now laminated our wing, and we are now going to cut off all the excess edges. Carefully trim out all the excess edges. And you can tighten, you can stretch the lamination while cutting to make sure a clean cut is obtained. And we will trim the sides, and for the trailing edge what we are going to do is that we will glue the sides together and cut the whole material in one go. So idea is that we will the edges are sealed now, and now we will cut it in one finish. You can use a knife also to make sure you do not go over the wing. Okay, we need one more pass. The lamination adds a lot of strength to the wing because it acts like a stressed skin, and the strength of the wing is multiplied several times by just adding the lamination. Okay, just do multiple passes. Use a sharp knife. The lamination. Now we are trimming out the edges. Excess edges are being trimmed out. Very carefully use a sharp knife to trim out the excess lamination. Be sure that the foam wing is not damaged. Cutting lamination sheets usually dulls the knife very soon, so break off the supplied hobby knife blades. Use a fresh tip to cut these edges. Lamination adds a lot of strength to foam wings by acting as a stressed skin. You will be surprised at how strong the wing is after laminating. Anytime you need a surface, use the wing beds, provided wing beds. They will prevent the wing from warping. So if you have not seen in the video, the trailing edge was cut by joining the two ends and cutting it off in a straight line. So now any other edges can be trimmed out easily at this point. Okay, so we have one wing panel here ready, finished and almost perfect. We'll repeat this whole exercise with the left wing panel now, and we will use the left wing beds again for that. We will not use these beds for the left wing. So let's set up the second wing, and we'll be back in a minute.